It's Fairy Garden Thursday, and this is an open collab. Anyone can join in. Any Thursday, you can put up a big display, a small display, we don't care. It can go up anytime on Thursday, and just make sure you put hashtag Fairy Garden Thursday at the front, and anyone is welcome. We love building this fairy community, and here is my co-hostess today, and she's always joining in every week and does a beautiful job doing all kinds of fairy stories, fairy inspiration, and she does great fairy DIY projects. Go check her out. And here's another one of my wonderful co-hostess, Sandy's Home Decor and Gardening, and as you can see, she loves fairy gardens too. I have some awesome fairy garden lovers. Please come and join us for Fairy Garden Thursday. And if you love fairy gardens, gardening, home decor, please go and check out Sandra's channel. She is awesome. And here is my third co-hostess growing on Vancouver Island. Oh my gosh, she has a beautiful channel full of great gardening tips and great gardens. Inside, outside, plus she does fairy gardens and fairy garden stories. So go check her out. She's an awesome channel and we love her a lot. Okay, let's go see what Grandma did today for Fairy Garden Thursday. It's Fairy Garden Thursday. Every Thursday we do a fairy garden. Would love to see you all join in with us. And you can do something big, something small, something simple, something grand. We don't care. You can even do a little fairy garden in a teacup. And I hope you enjoy what we're sharing. These mushrooms, as you're seeing, I accidentally stepped on some before I realized they were there, as you can see. But they're unusual. I've never had them in my garden before, so I wanted to share them with you. And so I decided to do a little fairy garden about the mushrooms and two sisters that had lost their fairy community and came to join Grandma Sandy's fairy garden community. And I would love to see more of you join in. I never could find the fairy group, so I'm making my own fairy group. So I hope that you enjoy coming over and seeing all the fairy gardens we do on Thursday. And we love having new friends. Well, let's get busy for the fairy story today. Well, this is a story about two sisters that lost their fairy community. They had been wandering around for quite some time looking for a fairy community. They happened to stumble across Grandma Sandy's fairy garden community. They were so excited that so many people opened their arms and said, "Come in, come in. We love new fairies and our fairy community. You're always welcome here, my dear friends." And the girls started to cry. They had been so long without a community, someone that loved and opened their arms with welcomeness and said, "Come and see, we have a beautiful little garden for you." And the girls looked up and saw all the beautiful things there. They saw the beautiful plants blooming and everything all around them. It was a beautiful garden just for them to sit and enjoy. And the fairies had really all out for them. They made sure they had a little garden already with stuff coming up, for they would have plenty to eat. And they had plenty of flowers that had had loving care and lots of blooms all about them. And the sisters said, "Oh, we can't believe how kind and sweet you've all been to us and give us such a beautiful place to live. And to see the beautiful butterflies flying overhead and the wonderful hummingbirds. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to be back home and have a beautiful place to live. We love it here, we love it. Thank you all for all your love and for giving us a beautiful place to live." And as the birds flew overhead, oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And then they got a little scared. They saw Buddy, and they said, "Oh, don't worry about Buddy. Buddy is our protector. He'll make sure nobody hurts you, so don't worry." The sisters couldn't believe a beautiful place to live, a little bench for them to sit on, and that pumpkin garden already up, for they have something to eat, along with the wonderful mushrooms and pumpkins, beautiful flowers. The best part of it all, they had a community to live in, a community of friends and fellowship. Oh my gosh, they were so happy to be a part of it. It had been so long since they had had a community to be a part of. And to see that beautiful mushroom, Sister started picking some of it off for soup tonight, and another beautiful tree stump to sit down as a chair and rest under the shade tree. This was a perfect little garden just for the two sisters to enjoy. But the fairies reminded them, this is a fairy community, and you are welcome to come and join us at any time. We have fellowship, and we have meals together also. So you don't have to eat all your meals over in your little campsite. We get together and have it as a group too. The girls cried again with joy that they were loved and they were wanted in this group. It feels so good to be a part of a community again. They were so happy that they were so loving and welcome. Thank you so much for our short little story today, for our little fairies that were wandering in the wilderness for so long, and now they were part of a community. Well, hope you all enjoyed the video today and my little beautiful red mushrooms coming up. I've never seen them before. If anyone knows if they're poisonous or not, please let me know. You know, I do have great-grandchildren here, and I do have Mr. Buddy, and we wouldn't want him to eat one of those mushrooms if it might hurt him. Like I said, I've never seen these particular mushrooms in my garden before, and I was really surprised to see so many, and I was sorry that I stepped on a few and crushed them. Oh well, I will have to be more careful where I walk in the fairy garden, since it's so large and there's so many things here, always growing. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the cute little fairy accessories that I pulled out of the house and out of the fairy garden. Always shop your garden and your home before starting a project. Believe it or not, there was no cost for this video. This video was put together with everything that I already owned and had. Some of them I brought from the house, some were from the fairy garden itself. But I have a large fairy collection. So please come back and see us next Thursday. We do Fairy Garden Thursday every Thursday, and we'd love to have you, my dear friends. Hugs and kisses from Grandma Sandy and Debbie, and of course, our wonderful fairy community always gives so much love to all of you. Hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to check out my co-host's channel too. They do wonderful gardens.